love to see him go through me.
Yes, it would be interesting. I don't think we're going to see
Ah,
it somehow.
I need to do my destroyer things. I completely forgot.
How many destroyers do you, like,
Star system
layouts do you make?
charted.
How many layouts do I make?
Yeah.
Alright, sit down. Yeah.
I am.
Gotta go through the list.
Wait, have you...
Alright.
Oh,
Well, I
I've
don't
got
have a
next
list.
list. I
I
was
should
gonna
make
say.
a I should make a
You
list.
should make it so much easier.
You
Send
know
it to me
what?
so
You
I
know,
can use
I got paper here. I got paper here.
Ah, fuck.
I got my notebook here that I used to keep my game plans in. Got some pens here lying about. Let me see. My notepad right on the back. I bet you missed this.
Oh! Mate, that's orgasmic, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Ah,
Does make me criminal.
So now, keep up, man, because now it's time when it gets real.
Ah, shit.
So Stellaris, whatever it's called, I don't care. Stellaris fleets. Now this is the key. It's about the fleet specifically. Don't get confused.
Wait, fleet? Interesting, okay.
Well, yes, of course, because you got to design a fleet, not just the one ship. If you design a ship thinking of just the ship, you're not going to win in the end game, you see? Keep up, you see? You understand? That was a question.
Sorry,
You
would
have failed the
I got
test. You have
distracted.
failed the test.
Someone messaged me and distracted me, sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. We're learning. So the Corvettes, you know, the Corvettes, basic ship. You're basically never gonna use these except for the start, or you know, if you want to add a bit more firepower to your late game fleets. So I have two common Corvettes. I mean, you could do a third if you really want to pick at one if you're dealing with a lot of missiles or hangars or something, but you know, you don't gotta worry about that. You got the auto one, which I basically never use unless it's the very start of the game. Now, keep that in mind, never use. And, I better write that down that I got the auto. And the one I commonly use, and I use even to the end game to add a bit more firepower to my late game fleets and flesh them out a bit. Missile Corvettes. You know? Because destroyers, you might not know this, but destroyers actually cannot use missiles. None of their things actually work with missiles. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right, now to move on to destroyers. Oh, whoa! I should write down this as Corvettes. I'm not good at keeping this list. Corvettes. All right, the important one now. Destroyers, whoa, which I do not know how to spell apparently. Don't worry about that. So destroyers, I normally have 3, sometimes do 4, depending on if I get into a war early or not. The basic concept. So I have one who's like the gunship for tearing down shields, right?
Okay.
Actually, I do the 3, but you know, because you know, you got your 2 different types of damage. You have your shield damage and you have your armor damage. In order to actually attack the armor in the hole, you need to get through the shield. You know, you've played space games. You know how shields work.
Yes, I do.
Defend your stuff. You've played Halo.
Have.
You know, if you get shot, man, that bounces right off if your shield.
Hey, I know what Halo is.
Don't even gotta worry about it. You know, they're basically the same thing, you know, it's the shield straight from Halo. You get shot in the head, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what shoots, you gotta go for that shield first. But anyway, your shield shredders. Basically, normally the gunship, a little gunship modules, the mediums and the smalls. And you have them all as your mash drivers. Or your coil guns, whatever technology you're on, because they have more shield damage. So they tear through the shields. And now you can have artillery. Your artillery can be like your hard-hitting armor ones. They can stay at the back of the group. It's a artillery front and a gunship bow, since there's no artillery bow. And they would be your lasers. They can kind of just stay at the back and smash the ship's armor once the shields are down. I also have picket gunships. Important one, or picket destroyers. Important one there because you know, if you come up against some missiles, it's good, or some hangars, it's good to have your destroyers there that can handle them, deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not just being destroyed at range by those missile corvettes. And last but not least, you know, if you're really caught in a war and you need some additional firepower, you need some more front lines, you can put a gunship interceptor combo for a final one, and you can have them as like the armor destroyers at close range. So they're beefy destroyers. They're up front. They're taking the hits, but they're also focused on destroying hulls up close and personal. And that's basically it. The general gist I take with armor and shields. If it's gonna be in the fight, if it's gonna be right up personal, close and personal, whatever you want to say, up in the actual fight, I usually do more shields. Because it's going to need to take more hits. It's going to need to block more damage.
Yeah.
That does take more power, which is something to keep in mind, because, for one, you need enough power to even run the ship. But even beyond that, you need the power to be able to actually... Like, extra power will give you a bit of extra damage.
Yeah.
You know, it'll just boost the stats slightly. No, nothing major, but just enough for having a bit of extra power can help. So yeah, that's it for destroyers, and we'll get to the cruisers next episode.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Alright, and you want to know what I didn't do in any of that? I did not make my actual things, because I was writing down.
You can do it on the fly now, though. In fairness, you could have written down.